Our lower grades curriculum at Lost River is written so the students will move through the story of the Bible every 3 years. Our goal is for children to begin at an early age understanding that the Bible is one complete story made up of many individual events. Each classroom will have the My Spiritual Heritage Story of the Bible cards displayed as a visual timeline to help students see how every part of the Bible connects to God's plan. They are designed to stay visible in your classroom so students can see the whole story of the Bible as you walk through it together. These cards trace the story of God's people, from the promises made to Abraham all the way to Christ, showing how God's plan unfolded step by step throughout Bible history. Each quarter, we are asking you as teachers to regularly incorporate reviewing these cards into your lessons. This doesn't need to take long. Often it can simply be a short review on the quarter's current card at the beginning or end of class. And it doesn't need to happen every class period, but we do encourage you to review the whole timeline a few times throughout the quarter whenever it fits naturally into your lesson. Review lessons would be a great time for this. In your classroom, you will also have the script posted for easy access. We ask that you follow this script verbatim so that students hear the same wording year after year. Over time, students will begin to recognize the story and internalize the flow of the Bible. By hearing and reviewing this script consistently over many years, students will build a strong understanding of how the events of the Bible fit together within God's plan. Let's look at how this might look in practice. God loved us so much that even before the world began, God had a great plan. And then at that point, you might get the students to say the word with you. God gradually began to share his plan with the first fathers. He picked Abraham's family to be Christ's physical family. He told them they would become a big family, number one, and a great nation. Number two, he promised them a special land to live in called the Promised Land. He promised them that from that family and from that land would come a great blessing. And all those words I had the children say with me are up on the card, but they're also bolded on your script for you as well. Christ's family grew into a big family. Moses led Christ's family from slavery in Egypt to the edge of the Promised Land. Joshua then led Christ's family into the Promised Land, and they began to conquer it. Unfortunately, Christ's family sinned and were oppressed. When they repented, God chose judges to deliver them from surrounding nations. But Christ's family didn't want judges. They wanted kings to lead them, and God chose Saul as the first king of Israel. King David became king after Saul and finally conquered the Promised Land. Sadly, the kingdom divided, and Christ's family lost part of the Promised Land, then all of the Promised Land because of their sins. Christ's family was now away from their special land and lived in Babylonian captivity. But brave, homesick heroes helped Christ's family through this time of captivity and repentance. Finally, home again heroes led Christ's family back to the Promised Land. God had promised them a great blessing would come from their big family in that special land. And God always keeps his promises. The big family then waited in their special land for a great blessing that would come, which was Christ. That was God's great plan. Christ came to the earth to die and gave me the power to be part of his family. And because of God's grace and mercy, I am adopted into God's big family. I will build my life on God's plan. I will go home to heaven someday to live with my family forever. This doesn't have to feel static or repetitive. You can adapt this to fit your classroom. Here's another example from a preschool class.
God loved us so much that before the world began, God had a great plan. Everybody say plan.
Plan.
God gradually began to share his plan with the first fathers. Everybody say first fathers.
First fathers.
He picked Abraham's family to be Jesus' physical family. Everybody say Abraham.
Abraham.
He told them they would become a big family. Everybody say big family.
Big family.
He promised them a special land to live in called the Promised Land. Everybody say special land.
Special land.
He promised them that from that family and from that land would come a great blessing to the whole world. Everybody say great blessing.
Great blessing.
Unfortunately, Christ's family sinned and were oppressed. But when they repented, God chose judges. Everybody say judges.
Judges.
To deliver them from the surrounding nations. But Christ's family didn't want judges. They wanted kings. Everybody say kings.
King.
To lead them, and God chose Saul as the first king of Israel. Everybody say Saul.
Saul.
Christ came to earth to die and gave me the power to become part of his family. Everybody say family.
Family.
Because of God's grace and mercy, I'm adopted into God's big family. Everybody say big family.
Big family.
Now let's look at an example from an older class.
Tell me, everybody, look at your first line right here. Everybody tell me, what is the first bold word?
Plan.
Very good. Okay, that's exactly what I want you to do. When I get to that bold word, I'm going to stop and you fill in the blank. Yes, ma'am? God loved us so much that before the world even began, God had a great
Plan.
God gradually began to share his plan with the
First fathers.
He picked
Abraham.
family to be Christ's physical family. He told them they would become a
Big family.
and a great nation. He promised them a
Special land.
to live.
These are just a few examples of how this can look in your classroom. It may look very different in a preschool class than in a 6th grade class, but the goal is the same for every age group. As you teach throughout the quarter, point back to the timeline and use it as a visual guide for the story to remind students where their lessons fit into the larger story of the Bible. Over time, these cards will help students understand that the people and events they are learning about are not isolated stories. They are all part of God's unfolding plan that ultimately leads us all to Christ.